and you just like, I got this.
Yep. Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
Wow. That's insane. 30 minutes, Ty. 30 minutes prep.
That's crazy.
It take me that long to figure out what I was going to do. With us today.
Who?
We have the amazing and great Jacoby. He is from, well, I should say I met him in Pensacola, Florida. Is that where you're from, Jacoby, Pensacola?
No, I'm originally from Bruton, Alabama, but I moved here.
All right. So Jacoby is a musician, and he was one of our featured musicians in season 1. And we featured a saxophone song. And so I'm going to tell you how I met Jacoby. I, spent some time in Florida last year. And on a Saturday, Keisha turned me loose on the streets. And I went down Palafox. And I was like, this is fantastic. There's all kind of stuff here. Like, this is amazing. I love this kind of stuff. And she's like, yeah, I'll see you later. And I was like, yeah, see you in quite a few hours because I'm on overload here. Like, she's like, goodbye, go do something. Bye. And so I'm going through all the vendor stuff, and I had been there quite some time. And I come back, and I hear the saxophone playing. And I'm like, where is that coming from? Because this was my first time at the, whatever the event is called on Palafox. And I'm like, oh my gosh,
Saturday morning.
Yeah, Saturday mornings on Palafox. I recognize this instrument. And so I was walking down the street, and I just happened to turn my head to the other side of the street. And over on the other side, Jacoby was over there doing his thing. He was just belting it out, and I'm standing there, and I was like, I gotta get this on film. And I started noticing, like, all the cars started stopping, people started getting out to turn on their video recorders. We're on the sidewalk doing that, and I remember Jacoby, I went back and I was like, Keisha, I saw all kind of things, but there was this musician playing on the opposite side of the street. So I stood there and filmed him, and I, was like, I don't know why these people are driving here. I'm trying to get a good video that I could put out here. And I said he was playing the saxophone, and I was truly amazed. One, that I knew the song you were playing, and I was like, oh my gosh, I know that song. But two, just how beautiful that sounded. And so that's how Jacoby come into our orbit. And so we met you at another event where we were with Keisha spoke for Jayla's Voice. And you were also doing the music there. And I can tell you, I don't think there was a dry eye in the place as you were playing, and we were there. And then we had you again. You were at Southtown, and you put on a little musical concert for us there. So I think that's amazing. I have always loved the saxophone. Never wanted to play it because I have a good amount of wind when I can talk a lot, but when it comes to playing an instrument, it probably would not go really well at all, right? And so, well, that's true. Like, I have that amount of wind I can put out for talking.
Stick to your talent.
Right, that's my talent. Music, I love music. I'm not musically inclined. I used to play the trumpet in middle school, and my sister played the trombone, so you can imagine what band practice was like in our house. And I think my mom just walked around with headphones on all the time. But so we are honored to have you here, Jacoby. And I remember I asked you about your music and where you get it from. And I was shocked for the simple fact that you told me you were a self-taught. So
Yes, ma'am.
can you elaborate on that? Like, one, how did you come to love the instrument that you're playing? And
So-
how does that work? Like, I'm trying to think, like, how does your mind hold all of that stuff? Because, I think of like the comic guy that had like the big brain, and I'm like, you gotta have a lot of room in there for all this music to go. So you want to go ahead and talk about that and how you got into it?
So
I'd love to hear that.
So I started at the age of 8 years old. I classically trained myself to play piano. I got bored of piano once I mastered it and went to guitar. I got bored of guitar after I learned it and then went to drums. And then I got bored of drums and it just went from there.
See a pattern here.
Mm-hmm.
See a pattern.
So
So what is it about the saxophone that you don't get bored with it?
I feel that it connects with people. I've had, people walk up to me and like tears, and they're like, I was having a bad day, and then I heard you play, and my day is totally different. So
I can
Yeah.
understand that because I know walking that day, a lot of people felt that way. It's just something about the sound of that music. But I want to go back to you being self-taught because I am fascinated by this concept. How does that work? You just hear a song and you're like, I remember what it sounded like?
yeah, so I have perfect pitch. So you can play a song, and I can tell you exactly what key it's in. How much I need to pull my mouthpiece out, or it depends on which instrument I'm playing. But yeah.
Fascinating. I'm just really still trying to wrap my head around that because I always think of that game show back in the day, Name That Tune. People are like, I can name it in 2 notes. And I'm like, I don't even hear enough in 2 notes to be like, yeah, it's from the 80s. They just have such peculiar sound to them. So I think that's fascinating. So in your mind right now, how many songs would you say you're storing up in there?
A little over 5,000.
How do you remember 5,000 songs?
I just click play and just play them.
I'm just like, I mean, you can see from my face, I'm just like fascinated in my own land over here of what it's like. So you don't have any musical teaching. No one has taught you. You taught yourself all of those things.
Yes.
Like, I'm still stuck
Yes,
on the piano because I had a friend that played piano and I was like, ooh, I think I would like that. And, well, we can just say it did not go well. And I was like, yeah, this is too difficult. I can't read sheet music. I don't understand what's happening here. But I have heard of people that can hear it and they just remember it and then they play it.
Yeah, I tried the sheet music route, and my ADHD won't let me. So.
Well, music is such an emotional thing, and I think it's something that everybody relates to because it can bring all of your emotions out. Talent comes in many forms, right? Whether it's audible or visual or technical, any of those things. But Jacoby, you have what genre is your favorite?
That would be gospel music.
We love gospel music. We're big worshipers, so we love it too. And one of the reasons why I hired you, right, was to play for a memorial service for my sister and to bring joy for people during the holidays, because I feel like that's a time of healing, and it's also a time of reflection. And music does that in such a good way that even though if it makes you sad, it gives you the time to work through the emotions and then find joy again. Because the holidays are not my joyful time. They're not my favorite time of the year, but I do find joy in the music. And for me, when it brought me joy, it brought other people joy. And that's why I hired you for Southtown to do that concert for us for the holidays. What a remarkable thing. Touched so many people in the best way, some not so much, but
yeah, we had that little incident.
But there's always one.
Yeah.
There's always one.
But you
always
handled it
one.
well. I was like, I'm about to come up on
It all worked out.
like,
I didn't know what
you're
to
as cool as
think.
a cucumber over there.
It's
So
okay.
I
It all
agree.
worked out.
I think music is a language all of its own.
Well, I mean, you know, playing music downtown, I'm kind of used to hostile people. So,
Well, yeah. I can understand that because I can see that happening on those Saturdays. Like, there's a lot of people down there. A lot of people down there. So, talk to me, Jacoby, about, you do obviously instrumental. And I feel like the instruments can really speak. I know it sounds crazy, but it's almost like they're speaking out the words that are in the songs that you're playing. One, I'm a huge science person, so I'd love to know how exactly that happens. And does that affect any music you choose? Does it affect any of that?
So I try to make it sound as close as the original artist makes it, but also I add my own little twist to it, so it touches people more.
Yes. I think that is really true, that you have your own little twist to it, and it is so heartfelt, and that's what makes it so special and endearing, because not only do we recognize the music, but it's if somebody visually gets to see you play, you're so passionate about it and you feel it. You not only do you feel the music, but you can see visually and that you are in your purpose, in your passion, doing your best work.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I'm curious, how did your parents handle you jumping from instrument to instrument to instrument when you were growing up?
It got really expensive.
Because I'm thinking, okay, he had a piano, then he went to the guitar, neither one are cheap. Then he went to drums, those really aren't cheap either. But do you still play all of them?
If I get a chance to go like the Guitar Center or something like that, yeah. I have most of the instruments here. I have a cello here, I have a violin, I have a viola, I have a keyboard. I don't have drums anymore. And I have my saxophone.
We can hook you up with the music store. We know Jim pretty well.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
Jim and Dan from Blue Angel Music. Yeah. Well, you met Jim.
Yeah, I love that place.
Yeah. We'll hook you up.
So I'm pretty sure I heard you say you have a cello.
I do.
I love cello music. There is just something about the music that comes off of a cello.
Oh man, it's so majestic.
It's like it really. You just want to weep. It's just I don't know how to describe it, but the sound is just so much different. But talk to me about. Go ahead.
I bought it after watching Wednesday Addams on Netflix.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
And I heard her play cello, and I was like, man, I'm going to teach myself how to play a cello.
Amazing.
I love an overachiever. It's like, I love it.
Do. Boom, boom.
Right. You're like, I'm just going to go get this cello because I feel like it's something that I just want to play. I love that. So
now we're just
well, what is your favorite instrument?
That will be saxophone. I really connect with people more with it.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody
So-
can pick up a guitar and sing. So
Not so good, but they
Yeah.
try.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
it just don't connect as much as
Right.
an instrument, you know.
Well, there's something about the saxophone guys too, because I don't care. There's so much emotion to it, and I think it's, you exude that when you're breathing and how the music comes out, and I think that it's very personable, to your personality. You can really see your personality come through when you're playing, and your passion for the music for sure,
Most
which is
definitely.
exciting. Yeah, you're an excellent performer. Doesn't matter if you're on the street, if you're on a stage,
Thank
wherever
you.
you are. Yeah. The energy is what really attracts people. You have really, really good positive energy.
Thank you. I did a show last night at a chef showcase, and it was amazing.
Great. That's awesome.
Yeah, I played No Scrubs by TLC, and they were like, "What the freak?"
I love it.
So, yeah,
We're
that was
gonna have to have you send that.
You're
to
like,
us.
are you paying attention? For sure.
What all genres do you cover?
So I cover any kind of genre to meet, everybody's, requirements. Music taste. I could play anything from Guns N' Roses to all the way to like classical music.
Okay, so I'm gonna have you play some Guns N' Roses, and you're gonna have to send it to us because I'm like, we're gonna have to feature that somehow, like a little clip or something, because that is amazing. But
Thank you.
I want to get back to, so I want to go, let's talk cello, and then we'll talk piano, and then saxophone. But the question's going to be the same.
Mm-hmm.
We're just going to say people have booked you for these 3 different events where you're playing these 3 different instruments. What is your preparation going in, knowing that normally I play the saxophone, but this person has requested me to play the cello? Is your prep any different? How do you go through your catalog in your mind of, this is what I'm going to play? Are they like, hey, here's a list of songs. Do you play any of these on here?
Yeah,
Or are you like, this is what I play?
Yeah, it's usually like that. They'll send me like a list of songs, and I'll go through them, and then I'll look at, my catalog of songs, and then I'll be like, here's what I can play. Here's what I can play on your list. Here's what I can't play on your list. And then I'll just go from there.
And then you say, but here's what else I have on my list that I can play that didn't make your list.
Yes.
Do you do that? And so how is... Go ahead.
And they tend to they tend to cooperate with me on that.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, the artist truly does know best.
Yeah.
The artist knows what it is. But walk us through what your preparation is. So say we book you on a Saturday, and we want you to play the cello music. We've agreed on the set list. We've agreed on all that. Walk us through what your prep is for that particular instrument. For say it's a 2-hour event. I'm not sure if that's how long your events go, but we'll just say it's a 2-hour event. What does your prep look like? How soon do you start? Do you rehearse, or you're just like, I know all this stuff. I don't even need to.
Yeah, I don't usually rehearse, but like, say for instance, if I had like a cello gig or something like that, I would have to rehearse because that's a extreme instrument. That's an instrument where you can't mess up, and people,
Right.
they hear it. They hear all the mess ups.
Mm-hmm.
It has no frets on it, so.
Right. And talk about, like, because I know I've heard people say that you have to position your fingers in a certain way on those instruments. And there's a certain way that you have to come across the strings.
Oh yeah.
or use your wand. The strings of a harp would be.
Yeah, the bow.
Yeah, the bow. I called it a wand. I'm a big fantasy lover, but yeah, the bow. My bad, the bow. And how you have to change it. So, how do you go from one note to the other, just moving the bow? Like, what does that look like? Is it a pressure that you put on the bow? Do you turn your hand a certain way?
So the pressure comes from how you want the instrument to sound.
Okay.
If you want it more softly, you lightly, go across the strings. If you want it to be more violent and more serious, then it's harder.
Rake it.
Yeah.
And how heavy is a cello?
It's pretty intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably,
Like,
I would say maybe 15, 16 pounds.
oh my goodness, that's heavy. And you gotta lug that around, and
Yeah,
I'm just fascinated.
you have a case, so usually a case with a backpack on it, so it's not that bad.
So you just carry it like a backpack, like you're traveling somewhere.
Yeah.
So how do you have time to write your own music?
I haven't really wrote my own music. I just do mostly cover songs. But I don't have the patience to sit here and write my own songs.
Yeah.
When you have such a memory for other music, and that's what you generally use. Yeah.
Yeah. So I turn on Pandora, and that's how I learn songs.
Mm-hmm.
So for the cello, who are your inspirations for the cello? Like, what cello music do you get? Like, is it two cellos? The two guys.
I like the Brooklyn duo.
Okay.
They're great. His wife plays the piano, and he plays the cello, and that's where I try to learn some of their songs.
Yeah.
And it's very
That's
visual,
amazing.
and it's very visual too, so you can see where his fingers are.
The chords. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's just so. Okay, so how do you prep? I know you played piano when you were younger, but would you have to rehearse the piano if someone booked you for a show for piano?
Yes, probably, yes. Yeah.
And how intense would that be?
I would say I would need about 30 minutes to an hour.
That's it?
That's it.
I mean, I'm thinking like 2 days, like 30 minutes to an hour and you just like, I got this.
Yep. Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
Wow. That's insane. 30 minutes, Ty. 30 minutes prep.
That's crazy.
It'd take me that long to figure out what I was going to do. Jacoby, all right. So we're talking about prep time. And we've reached your favorite instrument, the saxophone. So this is going to be great because you're going to give us a live demonstration of how much your prep time is for a song to your saxophone, right?
This is it, man.
All right, so
we're gonna put you to the test,
just
brother.
Tell us what song you're gonna play, and then we'll see your prep time.
Play Oceans.
Ocean. Oh,
Cool.
And you just let me know when you're
Do
ready.
you do any heavy metal?
hey, we're ready when you're ready.
Yeah, whenever you're ready,
We
bro.
might just be popping songs off as you're going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Yep.
Can y'all hear it?
Yep.
Yep. Perfect.
Santa showed up.
Yep. She's so cute. She is.
amazing. I love that your fan club's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a mess.
I was like, here comes the fan club. That is awesome. So, Ty, I looked at the counter that we have that we're seeing, right?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to time him.
Oh, okay.
It was under 30 seconds from the time that his music started to where he played his first note.
Really?
Yep, he was under 30 seconds.
Well, I'll be darned.
That is amazing.
That is amazing.
Like,
that.
Especially with your catalog that you have in your mind, that you can play it, know what you're going to do in about 30 seconds.
Wow.
That's crazy, Jacoby. You are so talented, and I have to say, that's one of Keisha and I's favorite gospel songs.
Yep.
And I, as you were playing, the words were right in my mind. I knew exactly where you were on the song, and music just has that way of speaking. Thank you so much for doing an on-air demonstration of how you do that. That's amazing, and you can see you're just like in this groove. You're just in the groove. You're feeling the music. That's just amazing.
Thank you.
You bring such joy in so many different ways, whether it's peace of mind, spiritual, your heart. Music speaks to everybody in a different language, and it's very healing, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And so when you're playing the saxophone, we can see your fingers moving. I couldn't tell, but you play with your eyes closed?
Yeah.
Do you play with your eyes closed? Yeah.
Yeah. It visualizes. It helps me visualize the actual meaning of the song.
Okay, so your finger placement and all that is pretty much just like muscle memory. Like, you know where your fingers are supposed to be.
Yes.
And you don't have to open your eyes and look. You just
you want to hear the
feel.
You want to hear the funny part?
Sure.
I don't even know the keys on the saxophone. I just press them.
What? Are you serious, Jacoby?
I've never sat and learned the keys. So I just, I'll blow into the saxophone and be like, oh, this key makes this sound. Okay.
So you don't read music. You just press buttons.
Yeah.
You have a muscle memory. You have really good memory.
Yep.
That's just a whole nother level. That's just
awesome.
A whole nother level of talent, to where you pretty much just feel the instrument.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, all right, we're going to make some music, and I know this is how it's supposed to feel, and I don't know what this key is if somebody asks me.
That's amazing.
Can you listen to anything and pick it up by ear, like any piece of music?
Yes. Yeah, mostly off of Pandora.
Oh my gosh.
So, Ty and I are metalheads.
He's a savant.
Awesome.
Yeah.
He's a musical savant.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So we're metalheads.
We're metalheads.
Ty and I are. Like, we love metal music, right?
Liquid metal.
Right. Stop. You're crazy. And so if you, okay, so you're listening to a gospel song, you can pick that up pretty quickly, right?
Uh-huh.
Does that transcend the same in metal? Because, metal is like a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can I can come up with something. I mean,
that'd be amazing.
It's the same, musical dynamic. You're just adding,
pretty much
distortion and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That'd be awesome. I really would love to see what you can come up with.
We're going to need you to send another clip, Jacoby, of you doing some metal music that we can put in. It's just to see you. I have seen you play before. I've been lucky enough to see you 3 times at a distance, and then closer up and even closer at the last event. And just to see that, but to see you do it on air here, you're just like, yeah, this is what I'm going to play, and boom, I go play it. And
no sweat.
Your children are obviously your biggest fans. I mean, I don't know, Keisha and I rank up there pretty high. But do you plan to teach your children how to play music?
They're already learning. They're already learning.
Awesome.
They're already learning.
Yeah.
Is it saxophone or you're like, we're going to spread the wealth?
So Rosalina's already playing harmonica.
Oh my!
And then
do you have things in your? Do you have gauges in your ears?
I do.
Yeah,
He does.
You do. What size are those? Are big. I love those.
It's an inch, 1 inch.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you got my respect.
that's like
That's
we're gonna
sick.
go way off tangent here.
I love your hair too, so that's all.
Yes, we love Jacoby.
That's
So
awesome.
she plays the harmonica.
hmm
And then Eli plays the ukulele.
Oh, cool.
Oh no, oh, man!
That's so
You're
cool.
just like
You have a band?
Dad doesn't have enough instruments, so we're just gonna have the kids play some other instruments, and we can just form our own band.
And
here along the
there's
way
plenty
somewhere.
of instruments around here for them to be occupied, you know.
Right. It's like, we're going to see Jacoby's like, I'm going to do a one-man show, and I'm just
Yep.
going to jump from instrument to instrument to instrument, and we're going to play all these things. I think that's amazing.
He's got a one-man band.
I'm telling you, a one-man band. He sure is. He's just so talented. So I want to ask you, Jacoby, because last season we talked about, we did an episode on music and how it helped us through our trauma. Because we all feel that music just has the power to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So as an artist, what does that mean to you?
As an artist, you mean what does music mean to me?
Yeah, like music being used as a tool of helping people work through their trauma and really go from the mess of their trauma to finding their message. Because I know we've talked to a lot of people and they just, they wake up one day, they need this style of music. And the next day might not be so bad, so they need this style of music. But as an artist, how does that make you feel about your craft being used in that way? And how does that, would that affect how your playlist would go? Do you know what I mean? Like, are you like, I have music that covers every day you could kind of have?
Mm-hmm. So it makes me feel good, and you're right. I have a song for each emotion there is out there. So usually whenever I'm in public and I scan the environment, I know to whether if it's people that's down and just not in the mood, I'll play like soft songs until they their expression comes alive, and then I'll go into the more happy upbeat happy songs, like the Cupid Shuffle and stuff like that.
Oh my God. Now I'm just like, he plays the Cupid Shuffle.
Oh yeah.
This is crazy.
I played that last night, and man, people literally got up out of their, they was literally like in shock. They was like, what?
I'm just like, what is this guy doing? Like,
It really does bring joy to a lot of people when you can get your feet moving, and that's taking action and not sitting still and being stuck. And so those are all things that, whether it's emotional, physical, mindset, all of those things together makes you feel better when you get moving, right? When you're not standing still, being complacent, you're moving. You can get your body and your mind and your heart and your emotions to all move with you.
Yeah, most definitely.
yeah.
I had an incident last year, and it was when I have the contract out there at the beach, Sounds of the Summer, and I was playing. I think I was playing Oceans Exact, and this guy literally walked up like bawling, crying, and he was like, he looked at me. He was like, "You saved me."
What a gift!
I don't know what was
Yeah,
going
he was
through
on
his
the
head.
edge, and you caught his. Yeah.
So
Oh, that's powerful.
that's what music does to people,
Mm-hmm. It can,
That is
it
powerful.
can really turn you around. It truly can. Like, music is its own language, and you got music with words, and then you got music with no words where the instruments speak.
Mm-hmm.
They really just speak to you, and how we take them in is how we take them in. I think that's amazing. That is a story in itself. I'm telling you, that song. And here's funny: it can move an ocean, right?
Yeah.
Like, that song is just something. So I want to go to Jacoby. You have this huge mental catalog, right? That you have. What do you think is the hardest song that you play? Not like genre wise, but which one is the hardest for you to play?
The hardest one. It's not too many of them. That's hard. I'm trying to figure out, a real difficult one. I would think, "Baby" by Justin Bieber.
I can see that. I could see that. Yeah. And do you have a song where you're like, oh, these people keep requesting this song?
Careless Whisper.
I know, like,
it's got to be Careless Whisper. Oh my God.
I love that song, by the way.
Oh God, please don't request it.
Next time you come on, we're gonna be like, you know which one we're gonna ask for.
Yep.
And what is it about this song that you're just like, please no, people?
It's just long.
Yeah, it is long.
And it gets me lightheaded every time I play it.
Yeah. You're like, okay, we need a 10-minute break because I need to drink some water here. Like, I'm just over it.
I don't just, play the hook to the song, that
right.
part. But I play the lyrics too. So it's very tiring after. It's
You're
very
like, show's
tiring.
over. Show's over. I know it's the first song, but show's over, people.
That's an almost 5-minute song.
Yeah.
How do you maintain your breathing? Because, like, you have to breathe.
I use a technique called circular breathing.
Okay. Go ahead and explain that to us.
And that means when my mouth fills up with air, I'll hurry and breathe in through my nose.
Ah.
So I don't have to stop and take a breath.
Well, yeah, because, there's really no time for you to do that in some of your songs unless they have, like, an interlude. So I want to go to two other questions I have on this path. What is your most requested song when you do request? Because I know sometimes you play your own catalog.
That would be my most requested one. Would probably be what's that song? Trying to see. 1,000 Years by Christina Perry.
So that's the Twilight song.
Oh yeah.
That is synonymous with Twilight. So I'm not surprised because that was a huge song when Twilight come out. She did that, and I believe, was it Joe Perry she did the duet with?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did that, and then, like, you had double. Like, you had her song, then you had their song, and it was huge. So I'm not surprised. I was a Twilighter, Team Edward, all the way. I was the vampire person. I like the vampires. And my twin sister was Team Jacob. She was the werewolf. So we always chuckle about that. And so I know you said you played classical music. I am a fond lover of classical music. When I am stuck in a certain kind of way, I'll pull out the classical music. So in relation to classical and other genres, how much Is it more difficult to play the classical music?
No, it's classical music's actually the easiest ones.
Is that because it's all instrumental? There's no lyrics that.
Yeah, it's mostly, you know, just instrumental. You just basically just feeling the music.
Yeah. And what is your favorite classic music to play? The song.
I would say I love the what's that song called? I like My Heart Will Go On.
Okay. Right.
That's more of a, you know, classical tune to me. Because it is a classic.
It is very much so a classic. Now, do you play any like classical genre songs like Beethoven, Bach,
Cannon, Pachelbel Cannon?
Okay, so you do play.
Yeah.
I was like, he does.
Not much, but yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing because, you know, classical music to me is its own thing. And then you switch over to the other genres and, you know, there's a lot of chords and there's a lot of this and there's just everything mixed in there. But the fact that you can be like, hey, I can play the Cupid Shuffle and then I'm just going to belt out some classical music. And
yeah, that's usually how it goes. I'll just, you know, just mix it up. I'll go to an upbeat song to a really, really slow song.
Yeah. You got to give the people their slow songs, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because, you know, people want to, you know, mellow out, you know, after, you know, getting up and dancing and stuff. They want to, you know, relax, you know.
That's true. That's very true. So, Jacoby, do you have any albums out? Have you recorded your own album?
I'm working on it. I have, you know, the two singles that I haven't released yet, but they're on YouTube. Because I have to buy the licensing for me to release them on Spotify and stuff. So, but I do have rights to put them on, you know, YouTube and stuff.
I was going to ask that as a cover artist, and I don't think people understand this. Do you have to buy a license for every song you do, or just ones you want to produce yourself?
For that specific song, yes, you have to buy a license for each song that you use.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's a lot of licenses.
Yeah, it goes into legal issues
if you don't.
Yeah. And so how long are those? Are they like a year, indefinite, 5 years?
So once you know, get the licensing and stuff, you can basically do whatever you want to do with the song.
Okay.
As long as you put, you know, because when you're applying for your licensing on, like, say for instance, like DistroKid or TuneCore, basically they reach out to the original, you know, writers to the song whenever you're applying for the license.
And they have to approve it. Like, they have to approve you getting the license. So there's a chance you may not get it, right?
Well, I mean, I don't know about that part. It's a money thing.
Well, yeah.
It's making the money. They're going to want you to play.
As long as you got the money, you can do it.
And so you have this. I am like I'm sorry. I'm caught on my cord again. You have this license that you're going to use the song. Now, do you tell them when you're applying, like, I'm going to add things to this song so I can put my own spin on this song?
No, because once you know, buy the license, once you get the license, you have to play it
like that.
Yeah, you can add your own little twist to it, but it has to be, you know, it has to sound more and more like the original song.
Like the original. So you can't be like, I'm going to use a third of yours and put 2/3 of mine in here.
Yeah.
It's more like you get a 10th and they get 90.
Oh, yeah.
That's interesting. But you can release your own album doing, because, you know, you have cover bands.
Yeah, so long as you got the correct mechanical licenses to do so.
And when you do that, do you have to, I know like in the writing world, when we're using someone, we have to list them as almost like reference material. Like you have to list them out that.
Oh yeah, you have to you have to include the original writers into in the credits. You have to give them credit. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to give them credit. I get it. Well, really, that's fair.
Copyrighted. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fair. You don't want to get slapped with a copyright lawsuit because that would not be fun at all.
That would suck.
Yeah. And so, where is like the biggest place that you've played so far? I know you stayed in Florida mostly.
I would say second to the Crawfish Festival. Well, first to the Crawfish Festival. That would be the Sanger Theater.
Yep, the Sanger, which is right across the street from Southtown.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the one you took me by.
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome. And so when you say you're preparing for that one and your little bit of preparation that you do, does the amount of people coming affect you in any way?
No, I'm used to it. I am used to it being, playing on Palafox and stuff like that. I'm used to seeing bunches and bunches of people, And then my show at the beach, it's a lot of people there.
Yeah. That has to be fun.
Oh, it is.
That has to be fun.
It's phenomenally fun.
Yeah. I would be like, my toes in the sand, Ty.
That's right.
I'll be sitting there, my toes in the sand.
And then not only, I play, pop music and stuff like that. I come out with like the Morgan Wallen and all that stuff. So people, they're sand in my boots, all that stuff.
Yeah, you have such a great variety and then catch people off guard because they don't really think that it doesn't match what you do. And then it brings out the crowd favorites and there you go.
Oh yeah. It goes from 1 or 2 people to like over like 50 and like under an hour.
That is crazy.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. I love music. I mean, it really can transcend a lot of things. And, music is fantastic. Yep. But so you started when you were young, you said, what got you interested in music? Was there like a song you liked and you're like, I want to learn how to play that?
So it was this song, Bless the Broken Road.
Oh, that's a great song.
And that's where I found my ear of music. I learned the intro to the song, the piano intro.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what got me the ear of music.
Rascal Flats. Yeah.
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 That's how it all got started.
It was just an intro type that
that's crazy.
Like, you know what? I'm gonna play this song.
Yep.
I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna play it. And so
now look where he's at.
Right. I mean, you go from piano. I'm still like, I get bored quick easily too, Jacoby. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, my mom would have been like, you're sticking with this instrument because we're not going down this road. Like, you're going to play this instrument. That's what you're going to play. And I love playing the trumpet. I played taps. I was all like, hey, I can play taps. And my mom is like, I can't handle this band practice between you two. Like, because, we were young, we were kids, and we thought we should have been on a concert stage somewhere. My mom was like, please open the windows. Because, you got the trumpet and the trombone. So it was funny in that way, but I love it. Like, so you play your music. Do you have a favorite band and a favorite artist that you like to listen to?
Do what now?
Did we lose Jacoby?
Uh-oh.
Yep, there he is.
There we go.
Do you have a favorite band and a favorite artist that you like to listen to? Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me good?
Can you hear us? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay,
yep, you're good.
What did you say?
I said you're an artist. So do you have a favorite artist and band that you really listen to? Like when not only that, like in every day, but also when you're caught in those times of where you really need to listen to music, is there one go-to that you go?
I would say the Google Dolls.
Oh yeah, no, that's
All
a
right.
band right there, buddy.
Oh
Not
yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now, do you play their songs too?
Yes, I can play Iris.
I knew it.
Mhm. I did too.
Yeah.
I can play that song, and then I like Three Doors Down as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another
Who doesn't love Three Doors Down?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Another great band. And that is. So I have this is a strange question. This just coming to my mind. Do you play any reggae?
No, I've never gotten into the reggae. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's just I just can't really get into it.
Really?
Not your thing. Yeah, that's
It's
okay.
good.
It just isn't my preference. But
Yeah.
if someone wanted me to learn a certain song, then I would go and learn it. Because money's
I love-
involved. So
Right.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, you want to pay me? I'll learn that song.
I'll learn
I
it real
love that.
quick. Give me a good hour.
Kobe's like, I'll get back to you in 1 hour and 1 minute. Hour to learn, 1 minute to dial your number. That's fantastic, Jacoby. I love it. We love you. We love listening to you. Just your personality too. It's amazing. And a shout out to all the self-taught artists, because that is not easy. Clearly.
Oh, yeah.
Requires talent. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, you just
It's rough, but we push through it.
yeah.
Right.
And so, like, when you're dreaming, or like songs going through your head, like, do
Oh
you
yeah,
ever
man!
get
I
a
can,
break?
I can hear a song on TikTok or something like that, and it stays in my head until, I grab an instrument or something to get it out of it. So,
Oh gosh!
like, it just
Could you
rings,
imagine?
Oh,
it
I
just
couldn't.
rings in my head until I finally, blow it out. A saxophone or guitar or whether
Oh my gosh! Like, I would hope it's not like an annoying song, because there's some you're just like,
Yeah, just a few days ago, I was like, I heard "Party in the USA," and that song stayed in my head until I grabbed my saxophone, and I was like, "Yep, this is a new song." So I'm getting songs ready for Sounds of the Summer.
well, that's definitely one to play there.
Oh yeah, and so I learned 4 new songs to add to my list for Sounds of the Summer, because the songs that I know how to play now, I'm pushing them to the back, and I'm adding, couple hundred more, newer songs up front. So I got, Party in the USA, I got No Scrubs, I got What Makes You Beautiful by, One Direction.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. It's gonna be like a huge catalog of songs.
A big medley.
Someone
For
be
sure.
like, Jacoby, we need to put your song list down, and be like, how many notebooks do you have? Because we're gonna need a paper factory to come over here to get all these
Yeah.
songs down out of
Oh,
my
man.
head. So,
Need to learn some metal. I want to get you on some metal music.
Oh, I'll learn it. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, you're
that's
good.
okay. That is just like
That's amazing.
amazing to think. It's like, I hear this song and I'm just going to learn how to play it. But, and just like,
Yeah,
just hearing it, like,
it's insane.
not be like, well, that's this chord, that's this chord.
Yeah.
Just be like, yeah, this is what it sounded like. And I'm just.
I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that.
I'm just. It's like, could you imagine what my musical catalog would look like? I mean, like, my YouTube playlist is
Yeah.
like needs to make part 2, because I have so many on there.
Oh, me too. It's
go.
insane.
Where I'm like, are we getting to the end of my playlist? Or probably not, because it's,
Yeah.
about 1,000 songs deep now. But yeah,
That's what takes a lot of clutter.
I'm telling you, we were just talking, like, if we had your talent, Jacoby and be like, could you imagine what our playlist would look like? Because we have large playlists now. I know Ty and I do. And Keisha can tell you mine because we used to play it on the TV for hours and we'd come back and it's like, yeah, we're still not even halfway through yet. We're still at, third of the way through, Keisha. Pepper's okay.
I think my camera froze. There we go.
Okay. That's okay.
Gotcha.
So, Jacoby, tell us what you have coming up.
I'm just chilling until, a next gig comes up. I have a wedding, April 10th. I have a wedding. And
Hey, this is Keisha. It's important that you leave your comments because we'd love to know about it. We'd also like for you to subscribe, like, share, and tag. See you next time.
Hi, this is Chrissy. Thanks so much for watching our episode today. Be sure to stay tuned for our featured song. Can't wait to see you next week.